Hi, Scorpio. I'm doing your mid-month love reading for July 2020, Scorpio, calling in your angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. They're talking with my angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because we don't want to talk to anyone else. I'm asking for love information, love energy information around your energy in present time for July 2020, Scorpio Collective. What is going on with you this month, Scorpio? Here we go. I'm getting this really itchy feeling on my nose, which to me is lots of people thinking about you, Scorpio. Lots of people thinking about you. You're on people's minds. Okay, Scorpio, so, what's wanting to come out here? All right, so a card that just wanted to burst out of there was not to rush things. It's like it's on its own course. Don't rush things. Things are on its own course. Things are taking their course. So big picture is talking about foundations, the beginnings of foundations, new beginnings in foundations, new job, new work, new money, new foundational type things in love. So I also want to even say new epiphanies or understandings or new information about this situation, this love situation, but new information about these foundations or about things being built in a solid, secure way, having to do with work-related things. Work-related things or energy in resources-related things. Stability. I do want to say finances. New information about financial type situations, like the beginning of something different. Okay. In Scorpio, your higher self is talking about the upheaval of foundations, even the upheaval of relationships. This is the marriage card, and it's reversed. So the upheaval of the foundation of stable success or stable relationship. And then your angels and guides are saying you're graduating, you're moving forward, you're moving on, you're moving away from something in the past that you've learned from, and you're moving and accelerating and excelling into a different type of success, into a different part of your soul lesson. You're moving through something, moving through a different doorway. You've gone through this hallway and you've gotten to the door, and now you're opening it and you're walking through it. I say that, and then at the same time, the trajectory is talking about this, but I am not ready to fully move forward just yet. And even present time, Scorpio, it's like I have this kindred spirit ship, and I'm moving through some anxiety and depression and upset about it. I am healing from it, and very possibly we're doing it together. We're healing something together. Oh, very possibly we're moving forward into something, maybe together, maybe not together, but we're moving forward in our soul lesson and we're evolving from it. This has been nurtured in the past, and it's shifting and changing and healing in the present. And then in the near future, it's talking about looking at what's next. What's next in our future? What's next in our, I want to say social situation. What's next in our social situation? But this is quite emotional. How do we, I want to say banter back and forth. How do we call it like it is, Scorpio? How do we see it together? Wow. And then these three cards kind of just pop out together. So how do we see it together? I'm hearing that it's very much a learning experience. We understand that we've learned so much together. We've learned so much about ourselves. We've learned so much about what we care about, what's important to us, what our values are. We've learned so much about how we want to be treated and how we felt and how we feel. And how there are tools that we have, but we don't seem to have together. And there's an understanding, like a truth, the understanding of a truth about this, about what we have and what we don't have, about what we can do together and what we can't do together. And this is how we move forward. This is how we move forward. Okay, Scorpio, so the heart of the situation also, I'm not emotionally ready to move forward, but there's divine timing at play. So forward motion is inevitable. Let go of the idea that it's going to be moving slowly. It may have felt like it's been moving slowly, but there's going to be a force to be reckoned with is what I'm hearing. So this feels like there is going to be some motion forward. Very possibly not because of you, not because of your instigation or your initiation of it. Your advice is talking about understanding that this is for everyone's highest and greatest good. Your advice is saying this is actually it's quite victorious for you, ultimately. It's victorious for everyone. I have resistance to focusing. I have resistance to being alone. I have resistance to being alone, only focusing on myself, journeying into a new place. I had this idea about how things were. Basically, I have resistance to change. I can heal from this, and I know I can heal from this. I have to be action-oriented in healing from this. And I'm hearing I cannot stray from my place that is center. I can't just stick my head in the sand. I have to look at what's around me. And I have to make wishes for the future. I have to figure out what it is that I want for the future that involves the change, involves something different than what I was seeking or thinking about previously. This is actually giving me an opportunity to seek different things and think about different things for my life. That's amazing, Scorpio. It feels sad, or it feels burdensome. It feels like somebody's moving my cheese. And at the same time, there's an openness that's coming that actually really helps you with your self-esteem. Feeling that in the back of your heart space, the back of your heart chakra. This is how you hold yourself, how you hold your self-esteem. And you have a different energy that's coming into that place. When you start healing from this and moving forward with this, I want to look at another in your trajectory. This is about becoming an expert. There's nothing that you're missing. You're not missing any information. You might have questions like, well, if I just know this, then I can move forward. Or if I just, get a little bit more information about this thing, then, but actually you have all the information you need to move forward. The not moving forward is just this resistance, because ultimately you know exactly what it is that you need. There might need to be some reflection or some contemplation about this, but it's already in there. It's nothing that you don't know already. Also, whatever it is that you're leaving behind, this is not something that is going to be lost forever. The way it is now, perhaps, is going to be different from now going forward, but it's not like this energy is so cut off that you can never revisit again. If this is a person, it's not like you're never going to speak to them again. It's not like you're not going to stay in touch. You can and you will. Though maybe you won't for a little while. Maybe you won't be the one who initiates that for a bit. The dynamics feel difficult to do that. And you are like, I'm not going to do that. But self-care would dictate that at some point it might be a better time when you can just check in and feel good about it. Maybe not all the time, but there's going to be a time when you can do that. You don't have to do it in 24 hours, Scorpio. There's going to be some healing that's going on, but healing will come for sure. As a matter of fact, when you have something else that's filling your heart, this will all feel a lot lighter. Something or someone else filling your heart. This will all feel a lot lighter. And you'll recognize that this whole situation and this whole experience has helped you move forward into what it is that you truly want, what it is that you truly desire, what it is that you're truly here to do. That was part of it, but it wasn't the whole thing. This is actually the stepping stone to get you into a place where you're the ruler of your own domain. You're actually wielding your energy and you're so abundant, and it actually helps you to pull in what it is that you've been seeking your whole life, the feeling of what it is that you want, what you really truly want. You may think that you know right now, but there's something that's missing from this recipe that you're going to find and get and pull toward you and into your field later. I feel heavy about this, like it feels sad or it feels upset, but I feel mostly that has to do with the change, the resistance to the change. I'm going to pull a card for you, Scorpio, asking your guides and your angels for any kind of advice or insight. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. This literally is card 51. It's about changes and new beginnings and harmony within those changes and those new beginnings. Being playful, having that type of energy, being in amusement, even when your personality self does not feel amused, just setting your frequency to amusement is going to help you more easily and effortlessly get through and move through this change. So let me know how it's going, Scorpio. Hope this resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you soon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your July.